What is going on, you guys? My name is SpideyNico64, and welcome back to yet another NASCAR 1/64 scale diecast review. And we're going to continue on with these 2025 reviews. And of course, considering that, we're barely getting into 2025, we've pretty much taken a good look at a good portion of, the drivers and all that good stuff. But one of the few things, though, that I was going to go ahead here and say, though, we haven't done yet is we haven't looked at a diecast from this year's champion. So, yeah, but with all that really kind of being said, though, in mind, we're going to go off ahead here, and we are going to do the first of, I don't know how many videos, probably is going to be only a few. We're going to be here today to have a look at and review on Kyle Larson's number 5 HendrickCars.com Homestead Miami race win version. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just jump right into this diecast review, and we'll see what's going on with this Kyle Larson diecast. So, as always, here's a quick look at the packaging. Nothing too different than normal, just the standard 2025 packaging. Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com Homestead win. Got the same thing on the other side, Lionel Racing, blah, 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 blah. And here is a look at the diecast itself. Now, of course, it's another RickCars.com scheme. Another one we've gotten this year. But however, though, I did wanted this one in particular, though, because, so, for those who are not really well aware, Kyle Larson won in, he basically won in every single, did he win in every single? I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say here. So basically, Kyle Larson has, so this year, in 2025, he only won 3 races and still ended up winning the championship, which we're not here to really talk about that. But, so the point of the matter is, though, is that I had several options for getting a Kyle Larson race win and all that sort of stuff. And one of the few race wins that I was particularly most interested in was the Homestead race win, because I did skip out on his 2025 or 2022 Homestead race win and all that stuff. And I, wanted at least one of Larson's Homestead race wins. And considering that next year they're bringing Homestead back for the finale, how much you all want to bet that Larson's going to go back-to-back in the championship if they change the format and all that good stuff? But I wanted to go ahead and do this one because looking at the render, it looked very much so like this had the most race win damage out of all of them. So, yeah, because the Bristol one barely had any race win damage whatsoever. And then, what was I going to say? And then, then the Kansas race win actually has a lot of confetti on it, but I rather get one where at least you show the whole car and you show some decent amount of race win damage and all that good stuff. So, yeah. I feel like that this one fits that quota. So, let's not waste any more time, and let's get into the sponsors here. On the windshield banner, it says, it says Larson. Got the Chevy banner or logo right there. Here says HendrickCars.com on the hood. I'll just call it RickCars.com just for now on, in all honesty. So I got that. Here's the Chevrolet Camaro front end that we are, of course, getting a new body style for next year. Number 5, Hendrick Motorsports, Sonunco. Then, of course, we go down to this side. Goodyear, number 5, NASCAR Cup Series. And then, of course, RickCars.com, hiring technicians. You got the red gas cap right there. Valvoline. You got Kyle Larson with the Race 1 sticker. On the B pillar, says Chevrolet, Exalta, Cincinnati, Freightliner, Mac Tools, Siemens. Number 5, hiring technicians, which is kind of a little bit weird because it's kind of printed on the fin on the top of the roof. It says Larson, HendrickCars.com, and Valvoline, HendrickCars.com, 5 Chevrolet ZL1 Same stuff on the other side. And here's an underneath look of the car, if you wanted to see that. But let's go ahead and get into the race win damage. And there's actually a fairly amount of damage, actually, believe it or not. And we'll go ahead and get into that here. So you can see that the front end is pretty dirty up a little bit. Of course, you can see some of the dirt and grime right there. See how the carbon fiber detail on the splitter looks really noticeable. And you can see here that the yellow tips on each end of the splitter, this one has completely been scrubbed off and all that sort of stuff. This one still has the yellow. And then, of course, on this side here, you can see a good amount of marks and all that good stuff. You can see some right there on the side as well. You can see some more on the side here. Some good bit on the bottom. So I like that. I do like the way it looks. So you got some more damage down there. Some more up there. Then, of course, you can see some down there. Going down here to the back, the whole back end is pretty much where the Chevrolet logo is. It's pretty much all kind of faded. See some more damage right there. More damage there. Kind of an interesting bit of detail. Because, of course, you can see more of that carbon fiber detail on the spoiler. I really do love the look of that. I love that. This thing does have the double shark fins, which is interesting. I don't think they used that on the intermediates at all. And then, of course, going on this side, of course, you can see some more damage right there on the side. Some more there. On the side here, you got a lot of it. Because, of course, it's Kyle Larson. And he likes to ride the wall. And all that good stuff. And you can see down here, not much damage on the bottom. Okay, I'll stop doing that voice. But, of course, you can see a good amount of damage there. Mine came in a little bit like an oopsie here. Of course, you can see some white paint got onto the window. That's not great. I don't like the look of that. And this car does have actually some confetti on it, believe it or not. So you can see only one piece of confetti there. 1, 2 on the roof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the side. You can see some on the windshield and then some on the hood. Some down here. But overall, though, a pretty, I'll say this for Larson race wins. It's actually a fairly cool one, I will actually sort of say. And all that good stuff. Now, this is going to be probably the only Larson race win I'll probably review all year long. I don't have any plans on getting the championship race version. Unless maybe, I don't know, maybe a lot of you want to see that review. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if I am going to review that one. Just really to be honest with you. Because here's kind of the thing with Larson race wins. I don't really like doing them just mostly because the fact of the matter is just that Kyle Larson just... And the fact of the matter is, though, is just that he runs the same paint scheme almost every single year. And it's just so... I don't know. It's just so dang hard to try and to, you know... So dang hard to try and to find some interesting race wins without all them blending into each other. I mean, like what? Larson won in all of his races last year. Talk about 2024 here, and basically all rickcars.com. And there's like only like one where he didn't win, or no, two, that being the Brickyard race win, and then the Sonoma race win, which he won in Valvoline. But no, he's literally won in almost every single one of the in this paint scheme. So yeah. But still, though, I mean, it is a really, still a good race win, though. Again, it's probably going to be one of the only few Larson scheme or Larson cars I'm going to review. Oh, by the way, we have now all reviewed Hendrick Motorsports, all the race winners this year. Which is really kind of weird to say, because usually, you know, Bowman didn't win this year, so we don't have a die cast of him. And I don't really have any plans on getting a Bowman scheme unless there's one that really interests me. But let me see if I could try to we're gonna do the thumbnail. I think we're gonna do the thumbnail like this. Okay, there you go. Well, we'll do the thumbnail like that just to change things up. So thank you all so much for watching this video. We do got another Larson race win coming up here, but it's the 07 truck. I meant to order this and the 2-pack, but some other stuff got in the way. Plus, I bought some Marvel Legends and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I did buy some other things with that. And Also, the Xfinity Texas race win, also I should be getting in the next week or so. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll just see on that. But yeah, but anyways though, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see all of you in the next video. See you all later.